Hello, so I'm just going to talk you through the first draft that I've done. Let me know if you would like anything changing, any different plants or anything moving around. Firstly, we've got the camellia here, which already exists, and then a tree that already exists. I think that might be a cherry. The first one that I've chosen is a juniper. This is blue. It goes there at the back, it gives some height at the back. It's evergreen and it has a slightly different texture to everything else, a different visual texture. So yeah, blue evergreen. And I do have some illustrations here. These are all AI generated. So juniper blue arrow, you can see that it's quite narrow. They don't get too big, so they don't really need trimming at all for the size of a flower bed that there is. And next is a Cupressus, which goes here, blue juniper there, and another conifer here. This one is more yellow. This also doesn't get too big, so you don't need to trim it too often. Well, I would say to not trim it at all, actually, so it keeps its natural form. That would be very nice. Here it is, Cupressus macrocarpa Wilma, lime green, yellow. These are available in some garden centres, but it might be easier to find this online. Yucca is going in the back corner there, slightly exotic. Cordyline is going to go next to the Yucca, so you've got two exotic things next to each other, a bit of a theme there. Two conifers next to each other, a bit of a theme, or if you like, you could have a conifer either side and an exotic plant either side. So the Cordyline and the Yucca, let's try and find those. These plants here, the list in total came to about 50 plants that we went through together, and then I had added some of my own in there. It was way too many, so I've had to narrow it down quite a lot, just so we're not having one of each individual plant in there. We've got some repeated patterns now, so there are actually some running themes. So yeah, we've got a Yucca and a Cordyline australis there. Miscanthus, I'll do Miscanthus at the same time as Calamagrostis, so the two grasses. Calamagrostis, golden, yellow, golden brown seed heads. It's quite a narrow plant. These are very tall, slender, they blow in the breeze, whereas the Miscanthus is much more bulky with more feathery seed heads. Quite a bit bigger than the Calamagrostis. So we have 1, 2, 3 Miscanthus, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Calamagrostis. I think this bed is small enough to have the repeated plants not right next to each other, and there's still a running theme through the bed, so you don't need to have everything of one type of plant all lumped together to still create an effect. Achillea, which is a type of carrot. No, we are there already. Achillea, there it is, with the yellow seed heads. I think another name for this is yarrow. There we are, Achillea. There's five of those. Salvia, nemorosa. So Salvia, 2, 3, 4, 5. Salvia nemorosa.